Are you sick of eating the same old American dishes every week? Well, I've got good news for you. There are plenty of unique dishes all around the world that we can take inspiration from. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a simple and easy Filipino dish called torta. It's a rice dish with a yummy broth and a savory omelet. I'm going to teach you how to make it. The ingredients you will need for this dish are ground beef, a few eggs, soy sauce, long grain rice, aroma tomato, garlic, shallots, russet potatoes, and olive oil or avocado oil. After you make sure you have all of your ingredients, you're going to get started on prepping your shallots and garlic. So to mince your garlic, you're going to grab one of the cloves, the knife over top like this, and crush it. And then from there, you're just going to chop it up into fine little pieces. Similarly with the shallots, you are just going to slice it in half and then dice it up finely. Now your eyes might start to water, but hang in there. So I ended up chopping up 3 cloves of garlic and 1 shallot. The next step is to dice up your Roma tomato. Now a tip for picking out your Roma tomato at the grocery store is to get the darkest red tomato you can find. It'll be nice and juicy and yummy. So first you're just gonna cut off the end, slice it in half down the middle, turn it half down the middle again, and then you're just gonna dice it along the end. And it's a little messy, but just keep dicing, it'll come together. Okay, so now it's time to get cooking. You're gonna turn your oven to about 4 to medium. You're gonna add some olive oil or avocado oil to your pan. And we're gonna add our prepped ingredients. So the 3 cloves of garlic, the Roma tomato, and the shallots. We're gonna cook that until they are browned. While those ingredients are cooking, you're gonna start a new pot, about medium size, and you're gonna add 3 cups of water, and 1 cup of soy sauce. You're gonna turn the stove top to high and bring this to a boil. Once your garlic, shallots, and tomato are browned, you're going to add in your beef. I'm using 93% lean grass-fed ground beef, and I'm gonna use about half a pound. I'm gonna add it right in there. You're gonna mash it up and turn the heat down just a little bit. I like to add a little bit of ground pepper, and I know the tempting thing to do here is to add a little salt, but don't add any salt because the soy sauce in the broth is already plenty salty. While your beef is cooking and your water and soy sauce mixture is coming to a boil, we're gonna prep our 2 russet potatoes, dice them into little cubes. This is what my potatoes are looking like. You wanna make sure they're all about the same size so that they cook evenly. Okay, our soy sauce and water are boiling, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our potatoes. Now this part can be a little scary, and make sure not to burn yourself. Add them in nice and slow. You're going to let them cook on medium, so turn your heat down until they are soft. So that's about 8 minutes. Okay, and our ground beef mixture looks nice and cooked, so we're gonna turn the oven off. This is what it's looking like. And we are going to divide this 1/3 into one bowl and the rest into another. We're gonna use some of this mixture for the broth and some of it for the omelet. The next step is going to be to make your rice. So I'm gonna make 2 cups. And a little hack I have for this is for every 1 cup of rice, you're gonna do 1.5 cups of water. So for me, that's gonna be 2 cups of rice and 3 cups of water. I'm gonna add that in. Now we are going to make our omelets. So I have a large pan and I'm going to add some olive oil. You're gonna want a good amount for these. Pretty much coating the bottom of the pan. And I'm gonna turn it up to medium to high, so about 7. You're gonna want that to get really hot. You're pretty much frying these. Okay, so to make the omelet, you're gonna get a little cup or spoon like this. Grab about half a cup, and you're gonna pour it in, kind of like making pancakes. And you're gonna let that cook. Once it starts sizzling and cooking on the edges, it's gonna look a little something like this. Then you're gonna take a spatula and you're gonna flip it over and cook it on the other side. Your omelet should look a little something like this, nice and golden brown, crispy on the edges. Our potatoes are nice and soft and cooked through, so I turn the heat off and we're gonna add in our beef mixture that we set aside. Mix that all together and our broth is officially done. And here's where all the hard work pays off. We're gonna put everything together. It's gonna look a little something like this. Hopefully now you all know how to make torta, the Filipino dish. I hope you try it out and enjoy it with your friends and family, or at least be inspired to try foods from other cultures and get some new ideas for dinner.